Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I hope all is well. I hope everything is going well. And if it's not, it's going to get better. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how to moisture train your hair with Locs. I talked about it when it came with my loose natural hair. I've done like a video or probably videos on it, or I've talked about it throughout a lot of videos, but I know I've definitely brought it up before. But I have never done this for Locs. And let me tell you why it's important, because I see a lot of people will post like, that they spray their hair and it might still feel dry, that their locks feel dry, that they feel this dryness. And so to prevent that, you want to moisture train your hair. So what am I talking about moisture training your hair? So you have to learn your hair's moisture cycle. And once you learn your hair's moisture cycle, you're going to notice that you don't have to spray your hair as much and your hair is moisturized. So for me, I started moisture training my hair when I was a loose natural, meaning my hair was just out. I was doing the twist outs, braid outs, wash and go, stuff like that. And so what would happen is, but right before I locked my hair, actually, I was always, keep making sure my hair was trained to be moisturized. But right before I locked my hair or whatever, I would do braid outs. But when I would do braid outs, I would, wash my hair, and I would notice like maybe like 2-3 days later that it's real dry. Now, typically with loose natural hair, people would just be like, I'm going to put another product on my hair. Me, I just washed my hair. So in the process of me doing that, when I noticed that my hair was just dry like that and then going to wash it, what I'm doing is removing whatever is on my hair with lock tonics and stuff, because this does relate to locks. You have a lot of like people like myself. I use deep conditioner in my lock tonic as well as oils and things like that. And so there is such thing as oil buildup. You obviously can get like buildup from your lock tonic when it comes to deep conditioning or conditioner, things like that that you use. So that's why it's also good to wash your locks more frequently, so that way your hair is able to get the proper level of moisture. Because if like you feel that your hair is dry and then you're like, okay, I'm going to pack more tonic on, it's like you can't be mad the next day if your hair is dry, because it's like it's already something blocking your hair's follicles. It does not matter that your hair is in locks. It's something blocking your hair's follicles that is causing it not to be able to get the proper level of moisture. So moisture training your hair, y'all, excuse outside. Moisture training your hair is just something that you do want to do so that you don't keep experiencing like, oh my gosh, my hair is dry. What am I going to do? My locks just feel dry. When I moisture trained my hair, was a game changer. So for me, my hair is moisture trained at different levels. So like in the summertime, like I would have to wash my hair more often because I was sweating and there's salt in your sweat, and so that dries your hair out. So I was washing my hair more often. Now that it is cooler weather coming through where I'm at and the fall is coming in, what's happening is I find I have to wash my hair 2 times a week, because like, every like 3-4 days my locks get dry, and spraying a lock tonic doesn't get it. Now when I wash my hair is moisturized for some time. Like my locks are moisturized now, so I don't need to keep putting anything on top. The realest level of moisture for your hair is not to keep packing products on top, because you suffocate your hair's follicles, whether it be in locks or loose natural hair. But I'm going to keep it to locks because that's what we're talking about. You're suffocating the follicles of your locks. And so what's happening is you just keep spraying tonic, whether it has conditioner in it or just water and oil or whatever you use. And your hair is not able to get the correct level of moisture, because it's literally just product building up on there. Whatever is on there is just building up on your hair, mixed with dirt as well, because your hair will get dirty as the days go on. So that's why it's important to moisture train your hair, because then when you moisture train your hair, you know how often you need to wash your hair. On top of you knowing how often you need to wash your hair, you also know that, okay, like my hair is dry. For the past few days, it's been cool with its moisture and it's just dry. Like I always suggest for people that at that point we know this is dry and it's been a few days to wash your hair. Most people are like, no, I don't want to do that. And then they're like, well, my hair feels dry. Like I've been moisturizing and putting in product on it and it feels dry. It's because you already have product on your cuticles. So the new product has nowhere to go. It's just going to sit on top of your hair and coat it. It's going to feel moisturized that day. And then it's going to feel dry because it's like it doesn't have anywhere to go. So that's why it's so important to moisture train your hair, even when you have locks. Like I moisture train my hair. It changes with the season. So right now I'm finding I gotta wash my hair 2 times a week. Whereas though in the summer it was more often because of the salt from the sweat. Like it dries your hair out, and then like the sweat makes your hair dirty. So like it's really going to be dependent upon you. Like if you want to come and ask me in the comments like how often should you do it, it's dependent upon you. Like if you notice you somebody that you washed your hair and then it seemed like it was moisturized or whatever, and then all of a sudden you notice that it's starting to feel dry, I wouldn't suggest to put more product on top, because if everything I just said, I would suggest for you to wash it again. And it's okay, because that's your hair's moisture cycle. And again, it's going to be based off of you and your hair. It's not going to be based off of anybody else's hair. Some people don't feel like they need to spray their hair every day. Like sometimes I was spraying my hair like every day. It really is just depending upon what your hair needs. No set technique is going to work for every single person, and everybody's locks are different. Their hair is different. The density is different. How fine in texture it is different. So those are things that you need to pay attention to. That way it's important to pay attention to, because it's like you want to keep your locks replenished and healthy. That's why I like my color treated locks. They're blonde. They're very healthy because I know my hair is moisture cycle. If you don't know your hair is moisture cycle, you can bet your bottom dollar whether you have loose natural hair or whether you have locks, your hair is going to be dry because your hair is not moisture trained, and you don't know the moisture level. When your hair is moisture trained, you decrease breakage and your locks thinning, and they look like, just moisturized and well and vibrant. And it doesn't look like we have too much product on our hair or anything like that. We just want it to be moisturized and well, like what you see with my locks. But there's so many benefits to moisture training your hair, and a lot of that is what I explained in this video. It's going to help your hair to grow and thrive. Hair that is moisturized is hair that's going to grow. If it's over moisturized and packed with products, then you're going to deal with dryness because your hair, you didn't set a clean, I always say a clean palette like paint, because I used to do art in college. So you want a clean palette of hair. It's like a palette of colors when you're about to go in and paint a picture or paint a portrait. So like you always want to start off with a clean palette. And so you always want to make sure your hair is clean, so that way you can get the maximum amount of moisture to your hair. Water is the number one way. I can't talk. Water is the number one way to moisturize your hair, but the water for it to really get through is not you spraying it with a lock tonic all the time. The number one way for you to get it through is to wash your hair and shampoo it so that your hair can thrive and get the moisture that it needs, because it's not additional products on your hair, so your products are able to penetrate better. And when I say penetrate, they're able to get into your hair better, so that your hair can remain moisturized instead of you having dry locks all the time. So I really hope that all that I just explained to y'all helped. I tried to simplify it, but also tell y'all and put y'all on, because people always ask me like, are my locks dry with color? No, because my hair is moisture trained. And moisture training is based on your hair. I can't tell you when to train your hair or when to wash your hair. It's just when you feel like it's dry. If you feel like it's dry a lot in the beginning, try washing it more often. And then once you notice that it's staying moisturized more days, then you can cut back down, and then you'll have an even count balance. So I hope this helps. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.